Randomly in Barcelona. Hi, I thought I had a fear of flying, and it ended up being totally fine. We're gonna get ready. You know what's annoying? This bag came with a little spray bottle thing, so I was gonna bring it so I could wet my hair, and I decided not to bring it because I felt like my bag was too full, because Iceland Air is known to take your bags away, and did they give a single flying fuck on either flight?
Not a single.
They didn't look at anyone's bag. I probably had the biggest check bag out of anyone getting onto both of those flights, and they didn't give a fuck. Get ready for Europe with me. Here is the face wash I'm gonna be using. I guess I'll just briefly go over why the fuck I'm randomly in Europe. A few months ago, Cody called me while I was getting ready to have drinks with my coworker. If you guys are familiar with this reel, because you follow me on Instagram, that was actually the night that it happened. So go follow me on Insta to get like up to date. She found really cheap flights through Reykjavik. Reykjavik? There's no N in Reykjavik.
I
don't speak Icelandic, so I don't know. She found this really cheap flight through Iceland to come to Barcelona for a full 4 days. So technically, because of the time change and everything, our trip is like 6 days long. But this is our first full day. We got in last night, and we were really nervous, honestly, because our flight from here to where am I? No, I'm in Spain. Our flight from Denver to Iceland was canceled. No, wait. Help! I can't talk. Okay, a bit of a rewind. My dad also had points for some random reason at a hotel in Europe. Is there something he's hiding? Because that's weird. Honestly, it worked out perfectly because this hotel was on the list of the hotels that we had found on TikTok from the tourists who post about like good places to stay when you're in Europe. So that was really exciting. And we were worried, as I was saying, because our flight from Denver to Iceland had been delayed twice because there was this huge Arctic storm happening in Iceland. And as a nervous flyer, you guys as viewers will not be able to understand how fucking annoying and insufferable I have been to everyone who has been within 10 feet of me for the last 8.5 days. I have been freaking the fuck out. I made myself sick. I thought I had appendicitis because my stomach, the lower right quadrant, was hurting so bad. And I kept feeling like I was gonna throw up constantly. And I was like, okay, great. I'm getting appendicitis before my trip. Honestly, praise the Lord, because I don't want to get on a plane. It turns out I was just anxious. I'm so proud of myself for going. It involved 4 glasses of wine, a Xanax. Oh shit, I just did the skincare in the wrong order. The delay basically worked out because we ended up leaving Denver at 11 p.m., which is perfectly ideal because I slept the majority of the flight, I would say, which is technically overnight. But then by the time we arrived, it was already midday, which was weird. And then we got on the flight to Spain, and the idea was to stay awake. But then I was like, watched 3/4 of Step Brothers on Netflix. And then as we're flying over Ireland, it just fucking turns off and it's like, this isn't available in your country. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Irish airspace really did me like that. Once that movie ended, I was like, oh, fuck this, I'm going back to bed. So it's light outside, mind you. I go back to sleep, and then by the time we're landing, I look outside and it's pitch black outside because now we're in Spain and it's 8 p.m. in Spain. So technically, we did like 21 hours of travel because of the time change, but we chased time on the way there, 7 hours ahead to Iceland and then an additional hour ahead to Spain. So we actually were only in the air itself for like 11.5 to 12 hours. And there was like a 1 hour layover, which worked perfectly, by the way. Have you ever had that smooth of a fucking...
Yeah, that layover was the smoothest layover ever.
That layover was so smooth. Cody and I were like, we should get something to eat. We go and get a croissant. Every single person's ordering 2 beers per person. And I just walked up to him. He's like, what can I get you? And I was like a croissant, please? Like, I don't want a beer right now. It's not judgment because it's like very cunt. Like, it's very European. We're in Spain! Join us for today. And yeah, let's get a move on. So here is our hotel. They don't what?
They don't like fat people here.
That's what I was just saying, is everyone's skinny.
Yeah.
So we're in Barcelona. We just had that delicious breakfast. Both of our breakfasts with a freshly... I should have brought my microphone. It was only 14 euros. But literally, look at where we are! This is so exciting. Do you want to say anything?
What do I say?
Okay, so in the late 1800s, this guy started building this church. The middle tower, which they're still building, it's not even supposed to be done until like 2026, represents Jesus. And then is it 12 apostles? How many?
12.
And then the 4, I can't pronounce it, but the word is right here. And that's about as much as I know. I know nothing about religion because my parents don't do that. And I didn't know anything about that. It's beautiful. Here we are. I think we've walked like at least 2.5 miles.
I think maybe more.
Yeah, but it's been great. The city, so walkable. The food, as I showed you guys, so good. And their portions are like regular sizes, but we're fat American. That's another thing. We went clothing shopping. This oversized jacket like fits me like a normal American jacket would, so this is very humbling. And people keep looking at us, and all I can imagine is that they're like, ew, those are fat, stupid Americans, and they probably are judging us because Trump runs our country and it's really embarrassing. So,
Truth.
yeah. Day 1 in Barcelona complete, which makes me fucking clinical because we only have 3 full days now. I think it's gonna be good. We got some McDonald's because I want to compare what it's like. Fries kind of taste the same, but they don't taste I don't know how to explain it. It just tastes like a potato without seasoning. It doesn't taste like in the US where there's like obvious like flavor enhancers and stuff. They have something else here. It's a McChicken with bacon and cheese, which I've never seen before, but I don't know. They have beer, and you can they don't ID you. Like, you just can order beer at the kiosk, which thank God, by the way, that they have a kiosk. Spanish does not sound Spanish to me, so I'm lost, very lost here. I have a few observations. I have seen several men out with their babies and young children spending quality time together, not distracted by their phone, not being forced to spend time with them by their significant other. And that's refreshing. Like, I feel like familial culture and family time, I feel like that's more enhanced here. In the US, I barely ever see dads like with their children, and maybe it's because there isn't as much of a pressure to work here. I'm curious to know more about like the work culture and the school culture because people were like not really out until 4 o'clock, and now like we're kind of on a quiet side of town. But as far as I know, down by the coast right now, it's gonna be bumping until like 7:30 a.m. But I think our plan for tomorrow is that we're gonna probably get up like not early, right? But like maybe like 8 again. Yeah. Get ready, leave at 9, and then maybe go down to the coast so we can see the stuff down there. And then we have reservations at noon for Park Güell, which is going to be really fun. And then we can, or maybe we could go to the coast after.
Yeah, we could go to the coast after.
So we don't have to rush in the morning?
Yeah, and then we could go down and we could see like the Arc de Triomphe.
I just want to see shit around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
the
going to be so
Cathedral.
fun. Yeah, because it's all, is that all in like a walkable area?
Yeah, I think
okay.
So.
We walked 7 or 8 miles today. It feels so good to walk. It feels so good to be free. I just feel like it's so much better here. I feel so much healthier here. I don't know what the fuck they're doing in America, but it's not it. My baby daddy has been saying for years he wants to move to Spain, and I'm always just like, it's unattainable because, listen, like, he has the luxury of having like a rich family who pay for his college. Like, I don't have a degree, so I don't know like how I would work abroad. And to work here, you have to have Spanish employment, and I would rather have like a American job, but you like can't really do that. There's like, it's really hard to get like a work and resident visa, so I have to look more into that. But Storm's dad has been saying for years that he wants to move here or to Portugal. If you guys remember, if you're OG followers from last year when I was teaching Storm Portuguese, bom dia. Anyway, maybe we'll move here. Cheers. McDonald's beer. But I just feel like I'll go to anywhere in Europe and I'll be like, I'm gonna move here. I just don't fucking like America. Fuck you. It's so embarrassing. It's just so embarrassing being American. Like, we're chunky. People are laughing at us, and honestly, I'll laugh with you, babe, because this is embarrassing.
Were they really laughing at us?
They were, because she was like asking if we want a bag. I've never heard the word that she said before in my life. Gun to my head.
Oh, what did she say?
I don't know. It didn't sound like bag. It was like 3 syllables. I was like, bag? And she just put it in the bag. Earlier, I thought a guy said, you can pay at the front. He, in fact, did not say that. He said, can you please move over there to that table? And we were like, uh-huh. And then sat there drinking wine for 10 minutes until a guy who spoke English came up and was like, hey, ladies, like, let me help you move your things. We have a big party coming. We don't want to, like, be around you speaking all loud in Spanish. And we're like,
oh, they just needed the table.
that guy was like, was he not the guy who was literally sitting with his wife and kid? Like, I don't even think he worked there.
Yeah, he did. That's the guy who took our order.
No,
there was
Cody.
the guy. No, yes, because there was the guy who like took our drink order, and then there was the guy who took our food order.
Yes, and he had neck tattoos and he was bald. The guy who came up to us was wearing a vest and a collared shirt and had been sitting at the table to the left of us with his wife and child.
Oh. They probably asked him. They were like, do you speak English? Talk to these fucking people.
Yeah.
Talk to these dumb Americans.
Okay, good morning. Wait, okay, stop. Cut the cameras. Okay, so today we're traveling to Parkwell, right?
Yeah.
City, again, super walkable. We're having a good time. I'm really admiring the balconies on the apartments, and like this just infrastructure is so pretty. Like, oh, it's so ugly in America. Like us, everyone thinks that.
I'm the fattest piggy in the land.
We haven't been down this stretch yet.
No, we've
which
not.
is really cool. And yeah, I don't know, I'm loving it. What are your opinions? I don't even know what to say. Like, I haven't ever been a tourist, really. The last time I went on a tourist like vacation was when I was 13 years old, and I didn't like it because my parents are really stressful people to travel with and I didn't have any interest in what we were doing. So I was like a careless little child. Cody.
Welcome everyone to Montserrat, or even as I like to call it, welcome to my office.
Is it still a working monastery?
Yeah,
Okay.
still an active monastery. So
Okay.
there is a mass service 2 times per day,
Okay.
every day of the year, all year round. So this big square-shaped building that you see over here, this is a kind of a school. We call it La Escolania de Montserrat. Escola in Catalan means school.
Good morning, everyone. We're at Montserrat today. It's basically an ancient monastery that's still a functioning monastery. I found the story to be really interesting. Basically, there's a virgin like me in 2013. Someone tried to steal a statue, okay, because people have this thing, and it was a man, by the way, okay? Men have this thing where they think that they can take things that are not theirs. He came here and was like, I'm gonna bring this statue down into the city because it's blessing people. He comes up here with his other men, with some donkeys, and they're like, let's haul her down, boys. So they start taking her out of this cave, but
every single second she gets heavier and heavier and heavier. If you ask me, it's probably because of her hormones, the stress that they were putting on her. Her cortisol was probably through the roof. Of course you're gonna gain weight from that, no fault to her. And so then the men, naturally, they're weak, couldn't pick her up anymore. And so they were like, fine, we'll leave her here, as they should have. Like, they were disrupting her peace in general, rude. They've been doing that for centuries. It's all the way through history. And so they ended up leaving her here, and then they brought the church here instead of bringing her down there. It's almost like that's how it should have been the entire time. So that's where we are today. We have a really nice tour guide. He has his tongue pierced. And yeah, I've been like not the best at vlogging, but if you guys have noticed, my reels have been better because I feel like it's easier to create short form content when you're on a trip. And I'm just so glad that you guys are here with me. So let's go. Let's go. You tripped. No, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Ryan.
Stop! Stop! Did it just fucking die? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I didn't press the button. Stop! Oh my god! Literally, I'm stuck in an elevator and bird attack survivor. This has been such a scary day. I am back home. That was the trip to Europe. It was quite honestly incredible. We had 4 full days there. I think not only did the trip reset me, like it like reset my burnout. Like since I've been back, I have felt so much better in my soul. My fitness routine is back in check. It hasn't felt like I've been trying hard to eat healthily. It's kind of just come naturally. It really feels like taking that break centered me and got me back on track. I'm very naturally type A, and I'm also very prone to burnout because I just like to go, go, go. And although it was a touristy vacation, so it was a lot of moving and a lot of like doing a million things at once, I also was able to like catch up on sleep because I didn't have a toddler there with me. And it really just showed me more of the world. Like it was just me genuinely getting more experience, and I think that that was really good for me. I struggle with OCD and I just love my routine. Like I'm so regimented, and it was really healthy for me to break that routine, do things that made me really uncomfortable. I really dislike flying. I'm terrified of it, and I flew 11 hours both ways, and I don't necessarily like visiting new places because I like my city because I know it and I'm familiar with it. I don't like being away from my son. So it was doing all of these things that I'm really uncomfortable with and kind of like learning to let go, and I'm really proud of myself for that because I don't think I've always been capable of that. I think that that's something new that hopefully in this year of my 25th year around the sun, I can do more things like that. And I want Storm to grow up seeing those things. So I would love to take him on a trip like that and just lead by example and show him that like we don't have to let our fears limit us. And it really was a test of my own strengths, and I was challenging myself a lot by doing that. And I really am just so proud of myself, and it was really good to spend quality time with my sister. I don't really talk about my family a lot or show them a lot on social media, but it's been really great since having my son, being able to get closer to certain people in my family and I think that that was really good for us. I'm kind of a bully. I was totally mean to her, but she put up with me, even though I was extremely ridiculous to travel with, and even though she injured her back. You should thank me, bitch, because I'm not putting the video in here of you throwing out your back and crying, which is fucking hilarious, by the way, but for my eyes only, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Please tell your friends. I have a goal right now of reaching 500 subscribers. It's like literally just something I want so bad. So if you don't mind spreading the word or even sharing this video, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want like more frequent updates from me. And yeah, that's about it. Looking forward to uploading weekly again, and I really appreciate your support. I will see you guys in next week's vlog. Bye, bitch.